Welcome to the Parkway RE Podcast, the pulse of West Roxbury and Boston's Parkway community. This is where neighborhood stories come to life. We showcase the real people behind the businesses we trust, the local gems our community loves, the services that keep our neighborhood moving, and the organizations doing work that truly changes lives. And yes, real estate is part of the story too. The homes, the history, the market, and the momentum, shared from the front steps, not from the sidelines. No scripts, no noise, just real conversations with the real people shaping our streets. Whether you live here, work here, or just love this corner of Boston like we do, welcome to the Parkway RE Podcast. I will be your host, Danielle O'Brien, broker-owner of Parkway Real Estate located right on Center Street. In addition to real estate, I'm also a certified professional coach, so we might dip into that a bit as well as we go. This podcast will be all about the people and places that make our neighborhood unique, the restaurants and retail spots that we love, highlighting services that you might want or need, and showcasing charities and organizations that are making an impact. And we will throw in insights about the local real estate market that circles all around it as well. As a longtime resident and local broker, I have seen firsthand how amazing our community is, and I wanted a space that I could highlight everything that makes it feel like home. So whether you live here or are thinking of moving here, or you just want to learn more about your community in general, you are in the right place. And let's call a spade. Everyone has a podcast, so why not a real estate company highlighting the community that it serves? I hope that we're truly prepared to deliver what you guys want. Today's episode will just be a quick 10 to 15 minute introduction into what the podcast will be and what to expect. After today, I'm going to be sitting down in an interview format where we will first sit down with Executive Director Lindsay Chase of West Roxbury Main Streets to get an understanding of how the local storefront landscape is here along Center Street and a pulse on the businesses in town. Next, I am excited to feature the founder of Anna's Pals, Chris Jerome, and hear the heartwarming story behind her daughter, Anna Jerome. After that, we'll plan to get to know some of our own agents and also hope to feature favorites like Pretty Moon, Mercantile and the Beautiful Barn, Recreo Coffee, West on Center Street, just to name a few. I hope that you'll continually tune in to learn all that you can about this gem of a neighborhood. But first, let's dig in with a quick overview of our location. West Roxbury is a Boston neighborhood that has a rich history and a strong sense of community. It's one of the reasons I wanted to move here and open my business here as well. And it's funny because not everyone is familiar with West Roxbury and the fact that we are officially part of the city of Boston and we don't border Roxbury anymore, even though we did at one point. We are one of the outlying neighborhoods located in the southwest corner of the city, where you're going to find driveways and green space, tight-knit local businesses, and a real sense of connection wherever you go. But yes, we do still have traffic. Speaking of community and connection, here is a fun piece of trivia, local trivia that you might not know that I learned when moving here. West Roxbury was once the site of the first utopian experiment in communal living. It was short-lived, but the land known as Brook Farm remains, and it's an important part of American history as a symbol of that movement. It's a National Historic Landmark and a reminder that our neighborhood has long been a place where people support one another. If you know what famous author was a founding member, go ahead and put it in the comments so that people can pick up on that and have another piece of trivia for the next time that they're over at the Ale House. Now, in between these major two roads, you are going to find Center Street, which is the street that we are located on, Parkway Real Estate. And it truly is the heart of our community with a unique design that is one long road instead of a square or a block like a lot of the other neighborhoods have. When we speak with the West Roxbury Main Streets director, you will learn more about many of the initiatives that they have designed to support businesses along that route and how you could even get involved with West Roxbury Main Streets. Now that you have an outline of the town, let's shift to some of the places that help shape West Roxbury's daily life by zeroing in on some favorite spots that shape the neighborhood, including spots that we plan to feature in the coming months. I chose these particular restaurants and retail spots first because I felt like they represent the thread of our community and the diversity of our offerings. And to be honest, they are some of my personal favorites. You really can't go wrong with any door that you walk into along Center Street and throughout our community. So it was hard to pick just a few as a teaser for this episode. But let's start with award-winning coffee shop, Recreo Coffee. It is my go-to spot for the perfect iced latte when it's warm out, or a hot pot of tea lately when the weather turns colder. That's where you'll find me, sitting inside with my teapot. It is kind of small inside, but they've created a really cozy space where people can comfortably connect, and many businesses and networking meetings happen there. I know that I'm there often meeting with people, sometimes buyers or sellers, sometimes just business owners in the neighborhood to get to know them better. In the warmer months, though, their back patio is a great break from the bustle of Center Street. It's so cool because it's somewhat of a hidden door. It's not accessed through the actual shop. So once you find it and head down the walkway, you're going to enter this Zen-like space and feel like you've been transported into a secret garden. It is so cool, and you will definitely want to put this on your bingo card for 2026 if you have not already. Pretty Moon Mercantile is up next. It has truly elevated the retail scene in West Roxbury. They offer some of the most unique shopping items that you can find. You're not going to find it on Amazon type things, which is great. They are extremely well curated, locally made goods that often reflect the creativity and the talent right here in our area. And the whitewash barn is to die for. It has a wood burning stove. It's a total vibe. I've been there for so many various events. I don't even know if I could tell you what it's exactly used for because it's available to rent for everything you can possibly imagine. They've hosted brewery nights, candle making and wreath making parties, private baby showers, business seminars, photo shoots, vendor fairs, and even yoga. So it's really a special place that everyone should experience. You'll want to follow them to find out what's coming up next so that you can experience the barn. And of course, food-wise, I have to mention West on Center as one of my favorite restaurants in the neighborhood. While we do have a lot of food options here, we don't really have a lot of sit-down options. We will cover a lot of the food options, but a lot of them are takeout. So at West, where I do often sit in, I am a huge fan of their shaved Brussels sprouts and kale salad. I always top it with grilled salmon. I also really like the blackened fish tacos, so I'll go for those sometimes. And for a comfort meal, I am definitely going to choose the short ribs or the scallops. So you need to stop in there as well. It always feels warm there. It's not just because they have a fireplace going, it's more that I seem to run into neighbors, friends, clients when I'm there, and I really enjoy catching up with everyone at the cozy bar. For a fancier option, they do have a great dining room and a rentable downstairs function space that leads to an outdoor patio. Their specials can be found right on the website, and they're always on point. They have great food and drink pairing events as well, and they have friendly bartenders, and it's really a must try. So as I sit here chatting about all of these, I'm realizing there is a theme to my favorites, and I definitely love a good outdoor space. These are just a few of the shops, cafes, and restaurants that give our neighborhood flavor and help make it one that I am proud to call home. So while we enjoy these great spots, I do think it's important to recognize some great local organizations that are giving back to the community. First, charities like Anna's Pals really hits close to home, and we'll hear more about that in one of our first episodes, in the first few episodes. Their mission is to build a beach house for immunocompromised children in memory of their daughter Anna, who passed away after a very, very brave journey with cancer. They also support families going through similar challenges that they went through by easing their hospital stays. One example is their yearly gingerbread kit drive, which provides bedside activities for children who cannot safely leave their rooms. I'm proud that we partner with them as a drop-off spot for this initiative every year. They have secured a spot for the beach house in Bourne, Massachusetts, just before the bridge to Cape Cod, which is so exciting. And you'll hear much more about their work soon. I can't wait for you to learn all about Anna and see how you can get involved with them as well. Another incredible organization is West Roxbury Main Streets, led by Executive Director Lindsay Chase, as I mentioned. And okay, I get it. I'm probably biased here because many of you know that I am a board member, but truly they have gone through a super refresh and it shows. The volunteers on our beautification, marketing, and events committees are absolutely crushing it with some really great visual initiatives, and the economic committee is efficiently ensuring that Main Street's businesses thrive. The organization exists to offer programming and marketing that strengthens the local businesses here and keeps the commercial street district vibrant and welcoming. They're always looking for volunteers to help make things happen as smoothly as possible. And Lindsay will definitely be filling us in on what to expect for 2026. Just last month, they held a very successful winter market. And I'm wondering, did you attend? What did you like the most? I was there at the raffle table. So let us know what your favorite parts of the event were, and we will be sure to share them with Lindsay. These organizations show the heart of our community. Another great organization is Parkway in Motion that just recently held their Legs, Kegs, and Eggs event, their 10th year, and I'm definitely looking to sit down with them as well. In future episodes, where I talk to the founders and leaders that and learn more about the work that they do for our community and the stories behind their missions. It's inspiring to see these neighbors step up for each other here, and I really want you to hear all about them. It's no secret that community energy ties into the local housing market, so of course I will touch on that. And what I mean by that is that solid communities often have stable markets. So before we close up here, let's take a quick look at what's happening in the West Roxbury real estate market. Because it's the turn of the year, let's actually start with some stats from last year. Now, I could go on forever about market stats, and there are various different ways to calculate all sorts of things. But for the purpose of today, I only pulled single family homes in 02132, and I pulled them a few days ago, so they might even be off because this is kind of a big week for people that were waiting for the holidays to be over to put their home back on the market, or a first time on the market if they're not going to wait for spring. So I pulled homes in 02132. If you have something else that you want us to analyze, just reach out and we can definitely get that to you. But as a whole, 2025 saw almost 40,000 homes sold in Massachusetts. Just 205 of these were in West Roxbury. We do not have a huge inventory base and a huge sale base here. That means that we sold approximately 17 homes a month for a 2025 absorption rate. Absorption rate is one of the many things I might discuss when I chat with someone about selling their home, and market timing is also very important. So I figured that was a good one to introduce today. For the year, the average sale price was just under $975,000 here, with an average price per square foot of $500. In December 2025, West Roxbury only closed 13 homes, and the average sale price was $964,000 for a single family home. Price per square foot was a little lower than 500 at 486, but truly I am not surprised that these figures are under the pricing for the year overall because of the time of the year I'm pulling these stats from. It's a little bit slower and a little bit lower. Inventory is still tight right now. When I last looked, it was 7 homes on the market, which means that buyers may face competition and sellers still have opportunities to take advantage of that demand. We used to joke that MLS had fewer homes than Tom Brady had Super Bowl rings for some of our seminars, and that meme definitely made the rounds, so kudos to whoever made it. Predictions for 2026 are that interest rates will continue to lower and folks will be more willing to list now that there are a few, we've been a few years away from those super low rates and we've reached our new normal. Maybe we will even talk about marrying the house and dating the rate in a future episode with a local mortgage broker around here that can talk to you about how it's better to get in the home now than see the prices go up and the rates come down. It's better to buy at the lower price, which is why we say marrying the house and dating the rate. A quick reminder is that if you are thinking about buying or selling, it's important to understand what is happening locally. Even small changes in the market can affect the timing, strategy, and pricing that we might work with someone on. So if you need some accurate and up-to-date information regarding your specific situation, please reach out. My contact information, the company's contact information, and all of our socials will be posted along with this episode. I hope that you've enjoyed this intro episode of the Parkway RE podcast. In upcoming episodes, we will mostly work in an interview format to dive deeper with guests and learn their stories, understand their missions, and continue to explore what makes our community thrive. I also plan to call in some of my agents to chime in with their favorite spots and their market snapshots so you can get to know these amazing, educated, and committed folks as well. And I'm sure so far, even without hearing the full stories of our community, you can already feel the energy and the heart that fuels our neighborhood. It's really as simple as people surrounding one another with their support, volunteers stepping up, and neighbors valuing true connection. The bottom line is that West Roxbury thrives because of the people, and I cannot wait to showcase this. Thank you so much for joining me today. I can't wait to share with you the stories, people, and places from West Roxbury and the Parkway area. Be sure to follow the podcast to be notified of new releases throughout the year for new episodes, and share it with your Parkway people. We will include links to everything that we've discussed in the show notes, including socials for Parkway Real Estate, so you can follow us there too. And again, I am your Parkway RE podcast host, Danielle O'Brien. And from all of us at Parkway Real Estate, thank you so much for tuning in and listening today. And I look forward to seeing you in